Hello there, it's Michael here with another guitar lesson from Northern Ireland. This is Let It Be by the Beatles. So the chords you need for the song are C, G, whatever G you want now. There's various options: regular G, big 4-finger G. I like this kind of folk and classical players G, just for songs like this where you've got lots of C's to G's. I call it the lazy man's G as well, because once you get it down there's so little effort actually to move your fingers between those changes. A minor as well, and you will need an F chord of some kind, so you can practice the full bar if you want. You could do the smaller 4-string bar chord. You could let the high E ring out to make it F major 7, and you can beef that up. Put the 3rd finger down to fret 3 of the A string, put your pinky where the 3rd finger was, and this is what I'll be using: F major 7 / C. So there's a C note in the bass of that F major 7 chord, but you know, it's just a nice F chord, a little different version instead of the big bar. That's all the chords you'll need. They'll just come up in different combinations. Now then, the pulse of the rhythm in the song to accompany what the piano's doing, I'm going to recommend this. That's 1, 3, 4 and 1, 3, 4 and 1, 3, 4 and. So you'll notice the second beat of the bar is totally omitted there. So what I recommend is keep the arm moving anyway, as if you're pretending to hit that second beat. Okay, we call these ghost strokes. If it's too hard to get that rhythm, by the way, just do the second beat like this. You know, if that's too hard to miss it out, you can do that, but I think it sounds better like this. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. So let's go through the intro. 1 bar of C, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of A minor, 1 bar of F, another C, another G, and then we're going to play an acoustic riff here, which is implying the chords in a slightly different way. So this is implying the F, this bit. So that's 3rd fret on the D string, I'm using 3rd finger. 2nd fret on the G string, I'm using 2nd finger, so 1st finger isn't involved. And just hit the middle 2 strings of the guitar that those fingers are on. Then you need 2nd fret of the D and an open G string. Then you need just the open D and G string together. Then move down as if you're playing a C chord, but just play the bottom 2 strings of the C chord. That's A string and D string. So that's the riff that will come up quite a bit. Now let me put all that together. Now that takes up a lot of the song, which is great for you. What I would recommend is, as you're moving from that G chord where you're strumming all the strings, and then you realise you have to do this riff where you're just picking out 2 strings, you know, take your eyes and look over to your picking hand, okay? Give yourself a chance. You don't need to be looking at that G chord because you've already done the work for it. Anticipate the riff coming up and look over at this side, so that you can do your best not to hit the other strings. That's the intro and verses done, by the way. Alright, so you can download my free notation below, and it helps you follow along with all the parts. It's all nicely set out. So then we've got a chorus to do. Same idea really, just different order of chords. So we'll do a full bar of A minor, C, F, C, then another C, then a G, into the riff there. Okay, so that's really the parts done for the whole song, which is great, isn't it? So let's put that in context. Let's hear what the chorus sounds like. There we go. Great. So if you're enjoying it so far, please give the video a like, or bad luck's going to happen and you're going to break a string. So intro, verse and chorus are all done, which is great. We've got a bridge to take care of, which uses some of the riff you've learned plus a bit more. So let me play the bridge slowly for you. So we've got the bit from before, then add 1 to open on the A string, then 3 to 1 on the low E string with your third and first finger there, then go to as if you're playing a C chord, but just play the lower 3 strings of it. That's A, D and G. And a C chord would sound fine, but I'm just hitting the lower 3 strings of that. Okay, so that's most of the song covered. So you've got intros, verses and choruses, which the parts we already did. Then your bridge there. The guitar solo comes up, so there is a video I've done for that coming up in the channel, or it's probably here already by the time you're viewing this, so you can check that out if you want. For the rhythm under the solo, it's just what you were doing for the verses. And then the only other bit to do is the outro, which is basically what we just did in the bridge. But what you can do, just to make it sound like the song, is gradually slow it down as you're finishing. So this would be the outro. Just gradually slow it down, so it's like just half of the bridge basically. Now, to give you some context, I'm going to do a verse, a chorus and a bridge for you. Okay, I'll do the verse twice, the chorus twice, and just the bridge as is. Okay, and this will give you some context of how things should sound together.